When we look at the questions that come from the table and the graph that we have here, the first one says, what patterns do you see in the table? So when we look at the table, I see that the toppings, we start with 0 toppings, and then we increase by 1. So every one of these is a plus 1. So we go from 1 to 2, we go from 2 to 3 is another plus 1, we go from 3 to 4 is another plus 1, and from 4 to 5 is another plus 1. If we look at the cost will change by 75 cents. So this will be an increase of 75 cents. All the way through will be an increase of 75 cents. So that's the pattern you can see in the table. The rule that we can use here is we have an initial cost of $12. And then for each topping, we have to add 75 cents. So mathematically, we can use T for topping, and we could say C equals the cost. And this would be the formula we have that describes the numbers in the table. Now often we'll rewrite it in a different way. So we have the 0.75 per topping plus $12 at the end. So these are the same, two different ways of doing that. Now if you can see, if we substitute let's do the number 3. So if we have 3 toppings, we have 0.75 times 3 plus 12. So that gives us $2.25 plus 12. 12 will give us 12 plus 2 is 14, 14.25. Now hopefully that gives us this number right here. So you can see where these numbers came from. When we look at the graph of this situation, we can clearly see that the 12 is right there. Now that's called the y-intercept as far as the graph goes, and that's what the cost is with no toppings. So it might be, maybe cheese doesn't count as a topping. Oh, it says 5 extra toppings. So maybe the $12 is just with cheese, and then when you go and add more toppings, you get more, it will cost more, and it's an extra 75 cents per. So as you go 1 to the right, this is plus 1, you're going up a cost of 75 cents. And then we'll continue going 1 to the right and 75 cents up all the way through. Now this graph looks like it's a linear relation, and if I draw a line, let's draw it this way. So if I draw a line through all the dots, you can see that they are all in the same line. We could tell that it was a line by looking at the table. So we can see all of these are plus 1s all the way through, and on the right side they're plus 0.75 all the way through. So that means that this would be a linear relation.